Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Empowerment with Elizabeth. Today I am here with my sweet new friend Kaylee, and she's going to chat with us about being a state title holder and her prep for Miss Teen USA. So, Kaylee, tell us a little bit about you.
Yes, so my name is Kaylee Stavlas. Thank you so much for having me today. I am Miss North Carolina Teen USA, just got crowned a few weeks ago. I live in Raleigh, North Carolina. I have a brother who's 15 years old. I have a dog, Tito, who we all adore. I think my dad likes him a little bit more than his biological kids. I'm an opera singer, and I used to be a ballerina.
She does it all. I love it. I love it. So, talk to us about the pageantry aspect of your life. When did you start pageants? How did you get into them? And how did it get you to where you are now?
So I started pageants 3 years ago. I was originally a part of the Miss America organization. I did 8 pageants on the local level and did not win until my ninth time. So after winning Miss Smithfield's teen 2023, I was able to go compete at the state level. I was blessed to be a semifinalist in the top 16. And then everyone kept on saying, you should try USA. You have the USA look. USA would love you. So I was like, okay, I'll try USA. I ended up winning my first local with USA. And then my 11th pageant ever, I was crowned Miss North Carolina Teen USA.
Here you are now. I love it. I love it. You've done a lot of pageants at this point, so I want to know what your favorite phase of competition is, and then tell us a little bit about why that phase is your favorite.
Definitely interview. I love just being myself and getting to meet the judges and show them my personality, talk about my future plans and aspirations. And sometimes even judges have doors that can be open once you get crowned and connections, and you never know who you're going to meet. So, very blessed to have amazing judges that I was able to meet.
And speaking of the judges, and this is the most difficult question, so you can take a second to think if you need to, but I want to know why you think these judges selected you specifically to represent the state.
That is a difficult question, and I've actually never been asked that before. But I think one of the main reasons is I was talking a lot about in my interview how I'm here to serve. I
Mhm.
want to break statistics regarding pageantry, show that we're more than just girls with crowns. We're here to serve, and I want to be known as a title holder that is always in our community, being willing to serve and teaching students and leading them in the right direction.
I love it. I love it. And I'm sure you've been crazy busy since you've been crowned. So I want to know what your favorite appearance has been so far.
So I have been doing a lot of traveling recently. I was in Greece and then a lot of things. And it was funny because we were actually going to be in Greece during the pageant. The pageant originally was supposed to be in February, but then it got changed to June during a family vacation. So we were debating whether or not to even do the pageant. But after careful consideration, we ended up moving our vacation to right after, which I'm so glad we did. So we were able to have a nice family vacation. I think my favorite appearance so far, I was just in DC yesterday and I was able to speak to a legislative correspondent, and I'm going to meet with a lot of political members just because my community service initiative is called Next Gen CEO. So I teach students about business education, entrepreneurship, how to give back, financial literacy, and one of the easiest ways to get into schools is actually through, I believe, like politics and like members that have leaders, they have open doors. So, meeting with the Board of Education or whoever, they have a lot of connections. And that was a very long answer, but that's what my favorite appearance has been so far.
I love it. I love it. Makes sense. Such a cool opportunity too. I love that. And then obviously up next for you, truly so soon, is Miss Teen USA. So talk to us about your prep. What have you been doing? What have you been focusing on?
Yes, so we're 9 days away. I am so over the moon to be able to represent North Carolina at the national level. It is still so surreal that I won the state title. Now preparing for nationals is just like blowing my mind. I'm like overwhelmed. But I think there's a lot of things that go into it. I'm working with a personal trainer named Angelo. He's been great. Interview coaching, walk prep, getting gowns and everything ready. I'm going to Charlotte soon to go get my gown and get my other cocktail dresses. So it's all super exciting. But I'm glad now that the traveling has settled down, and now I'm just for the next few days just, I'm chilling out before nationals.
Good for you. Good for you. Much needed.
Yes.
I want to know, you've been traveling, like you said, and obviously you've been a local title holder too. So I'm sure you've been to almost every corner of your state. So I want to know what your favorite thing about North Carolina is.
There are so many things that I love about North Carolina. I love our education. I think it's great how we're now moving towards the direction of teaching students life skills, which is what I advocate for. North Carolina is the second best state to own a business in out of the nation. So I'm just excited to get to represent a state that also so perfectly goes hand in hand with my nonprofit that I've been working for over 4 years. So I'm super excited and here to serve.
I love it. And our final question, if you could give one piece of advice to a girl competing at Miss North Carolina Teen USA next year, what would it be?
So whoever, there's only one person that's going to walk away with the crown at the end of the day. And I can first-handedly say that I was in your shoes if you don't end up winning. I was always the girl that would get runner-up or just get a community service because always out in the community. But if you look at pageantry as you're only winning, and if you don't win the crown, then you're gonna wait until the next year to win, and your only goal is winning, then you're not doing it for the right reasons. You should be doing it because the reason why I got into it is because I wanted to serve. So having that, being myself, and it sounds so stereotypical, but just be yourself and you will shine on that stage. I ended up meeting my new best friend, Emma. If you listen to this, Emma, I'm shouting you out. So everyone always talks about how, I met my bridesmaids through pageants, my best friends through pageants. I have never met a person, I met a lot of great people, don't get me wrong, but I've never met a girl that I'm like, I could see myself being friends with her for the rest of my life until this past state competition. My runner up actually became my new best friend. We were praying backstage. She was so supportive, and I've never seen someone so genuinely happy for someone else to win. Just that shine through, and I was like, you're a winner in my eyes. So I know that she's going to have many crowns in her future, but I would definitely say make new friends, take the opportunity, and if you don't walk away with a crown, don't feel discouraged because everything happens in God's timing.
There you go. Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, thank you so much, Kaylee, for coming on
Of
and sharing
course.
with us about you and what you've been doing. And just know that we'll be rooting you on at Miss Teen USA.
That is so sweet. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. And I will see the rest of you guys on our next episode. Bye, y'all.